Hi everyone, this is Colleen from the Crafty Basement. My website is www.thecraftybasement.com. This is the card I'm going to be showing you today how to make, and it is a fun fold card. If you see, the little cupcake peeks out, and then it just tucks right in here in this little tab. So here we go. You're going to need these things. You're going to need a piece of cardstock, and it's going to be cut at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and that actually is a half a piece of cardstock if you cut it the long way. You're going to take this piece and you're going to score it at 2 1/2 inches, and then again at 6 3/4 of an inch here. Okay, the other things you're going to need as far as paper goes is a piece of designer series paper, and in this case I used from our Cherry on Top designer series paper. Very fun things. It has a whole bunch of cake and party things and bright colors, and it's a great thing to make birthday cards out of. So this I cut into a 4 by 4 square. The other piece of cardstock I have here is a piece of Whisper White, and that's cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 so that it's a square. I have another little piece of our designer series paper, and that's cut at 1 inch by 3 3/4. You're going to need scraps of our yellow as well as Whisper White, and this is cut with the 2 1/4 punch as well as the 3 3/4. No, not 3 3/4. I'm sorry, that is 1 3/4 punch. That'd be really big. And so we'll need that. You're going to need scraps of the watermelon and also scrap of white again. I have the tip top taupe here that we're going to make the cupcake bottom with, and then this was cut with the smallest of the 7/8 scallop punch. Oops, and then I forgot. My very favorite of all is this matches the, I didn't show you the stamp set, but this matches the Sprinkles of Life stamp set. If you see, it has a tree and an apple, a birdie, raindrop, a little flower, and then a cloud. The cloud is what I use to cut out the watermelon top, which is the top of the cupcake, if you see here. And this fun stamp set is called the Sprinkles of Life. It's the Ronald McDonald one where Stampin' Up! Gives back to the Ronald McDonald House. It has a whole bunch of cute little images. You can use it for spring, for fall, all different colors. You can make ice cream or cupcakes or a tree, and just all kinds of things. It's a great set to have. Very, very versatile. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of Bermuda Bay, and we're going to make scallops along the edge of here. I am using a retired punch for this, but as you know, on Friday evenings, once a month, I have my Friday Fun Night, and you can come and use my tools. You can check out my calendar at thecraftybasement.com, and it's called Fun Fridays, and I do believe, because some people have asked for it, is to do it again on Saturday mornings. And I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's always a Saturday after the Friday. So, one moment. Let me just get this cut. Okay. Then we're going to fold it down. By the way, and I did cut that on the shorter end, the 2 inch, where the inch was here, 2 inches here. We're going to fold this down, give it a nice little crease, and we're going to then fold this up and give this a nice little crease. Okay, so we have the beginnings of our card. You're going to take the 2 1/4, the largest of the circle punches, and you're going to insert the circle punch all the way so that it hits the edge. It's going to be a little bit to the right here, so if you wanted, you could put it off to the left if you wanted. I'm choosing to do it on the right. And you're going to line up the fold halfway through as best you can, and you're going to then cut out that circle. And this is going to be on the left side. Doesn't really matter. If you want it on the right, you just refold it, which I think I'll do. Okay. Once you have that, you're going to take your glue of preference, and mine is our multi-glue, mono multi-liquid glue. Basically, it's like the best. It holds really well, and once you put something down, you can move it again. And when I do this, I just put a little bit of scribble, not too much, but not too little. And I'm going to adhere that right there in the middle of the front side flap. And if you see I have that down, but it's a little bit crooked, I can move it. The joy of the mono. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is close this up, and I'm going to take this here that I have cut out, and I'm going to place it, put the glue here, and not all over it, because knowing me, I would get it and then it would stick to the background paper and we wouldn't be able to open the card. So here I'm going to glue that on here, just like that. And with the cupcake, I have fussy cut out at the cupcake bottom. And then with the watermelon paper, I have put the icing on the cupcake. I adhered these with the dimensional, so I'm going to turn those over, and I'm going to put a dimensional on each piece. Put the bottom of the cupcake on first. A little hint, if you put your nail in the middle of the dimensional, it pops up the backing and makes it easier to adhere. Makes it easier to peel the backing off. Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to do that. Pops up the backing, and then you can put your cupcake. There we go. And just to add a little bit of bling, I took one of our largest of the rhinestones, peeled it off, and I just put it up here for a little bit of an accent. And to keep our card closed, what we're going to use is, here I have the candle cut out with our smallest scallop punch, but I'm going to dress it up just a little bit. So what I did was I'm going to take our scrap, and I colored it in with a little bit of yellow. Cut this out. Okay, and don't lose it. What I've done then also is I've cut out a piece of the watermelon in that same shape, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this in half. And take the glue, put it on either side. I probably shouldn't have put it in the middle. Okay. What I'm going to do is frame this, and that's just going to pop it out just a little bit. And then on this side, and what this does, in my opinion, is it just adds a little bit of dimension. It won't just be plain old white on the front of that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a pop dot or a dimensional on the bottom part of the circle. Glue's a little wet, but that's okay. Grab a dimensional. I believe it was here, the half. Yep. When I adhere this onto here, I'm going to put it down towards the bottom so that the dimensional is down here and not up here, but that I want to say the lid, the top of this will fold over and go inside. So there you have that part. So the front of our card is finished. Let's work on the inside. So here we have the inside of the card. I'm going to put this white multi-glue here again. I'm going to take this piece of 3 1/4 by 4, and the reason I didn't put it on the paper, because again it could have ended up here and then gone through the window here. We don't want that. Okay, here we go. Then we'll take our strip of 3 3/4 by 1/2 inch. I think it's 3/4 of an inch. And there you have it. Your card is finished. I want to plug my class. You're going to be making this at one of my card buffets,